Hello? Kon Lulu! I'm your maid VTuber Lulubelle. Welcome to Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 2, Watanagashi. Woo! Okay, this has also been a while since I've played this. So now, I have to remember what happened last time. I think we got introduced to the twins Mion and Shion, but we never see them in the same room. So the protagonist thinks that Shion doesn't even exist. Shion is just Mion's alter ego. But I know, we all know that it's a twin. Silly Keiichi. And when we were out, just me, I think. When Keiichi was out, he had a run-in with some delinquents, and they got really mad at us because we kicked a motorbike. Honestly, that whole situation was our fault. But anyway, we knocked down a bike, and then bunch of delinquents came in and was like, "Oi, ora, kora! Why'd you knock over our bikes and stuff?" It was very terrifying, but something even terrifying came up to help us. Shion came up, and she summoned like the entirety of the what is that one city? Hinamizawa. Yeah, she somehow summoned the entirety of the people of Hinamizawa to fend for Keiichi. My guess, I don't think that was Shion. It has to be Mion. I don't know. I really don't know because at some point in last time when we were playing Higurashi When They Cry, one of the chapters was they were like, oh, everyone has different sides to them. Satoshi is actually very needy. Rika is actually very cunning and sly like a fox. Mion secretly has a flustered side, even though she's a tomboy, which I think is really cute. And, you know, there's all these things. But that means that Shion has an evil side, so maybe we saw her evil side at the town? I don't know. I'm like scratching my head because I'm confused. But let's play and find out exactly what that looks like. What everyone's other side looks like. Oh, is this it? Maybe that's it. I think so. But okay, before we get into it, I do want to say hello to everyone. Welcome in Rel. Oh, whoops. Welcome in Rel. Welcome in CL. Welcome in Ara. Welcome in VCC Wolf. Welcome in Nikki. Welcome in Kyo. And hello to those lurking and those watching VOD. I'm excited to get into it. I've been thinking about Watanagashi for forever. We'll see how much I can stream today, because I do need to pace my voice. So we will see. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Let's get into it. Come on, everybody. It's time again. Stay focused, Keiichi Maebara. For real, you have to lock in Keiichi. I wonder what will happen to our protagonist this time. I've honestly been wondering if Shion is real, or if or maybe Keiichi is, right? Are they even real? Are we just playing pretend with our imaginary friend? Oh my god, Mion never existed in the first place. Hey, how about I propose an even crazier scenario? What if Keiichi isn't real? 언니, welcome in, Nikki. 안녕. Konlulu, time to cry or something. Yeah, time to cry. Ooh, who is crying? Shion uses spell. uh, Pulls on collar. Since I cannot comment much on Higurashi. Oh, I will listen and then ask, how is Lulu doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? That would make sense. There's never one dude that gets to be. Alright, let's get into it. Lazing around and watching television after dinner was part of my daily routine. It might seem like a waste at first glance, but you could say it was an important time when I was able to accrue knowledge of everything from politics to economics to various trivia. After dinner was valuable time well spent while the brain was at its most supplied with nutrients. You're talking like a nerd. You idiot! It's obvious the Tokyo Tower is taller. Ah! Today I tested my knowledge of trivia by watching my weekly quiz show. I love trivia quizzes. I'm bad at them, but I love them. Sitting in front of the television, I was able to get a lot of the answers right. But if I were actually up on stage, I'd probably fail miserably. What about you guys? Do you guys think that you would have what it takes to be on a trivia quiz? I think I would. If I could bring like 5 other guests. So I'll just fill in for all the trivia that the 5 other people don't know about. Because I know like a bunch of people that are good at trivia. I'll just piggyback off of them. But what about you guys? Keiichi! Phone call from Sonozaki-san. Okay. Sonozaki? That's Mion! It was a little late for her to be calling. I had a bad feeling about this. I had a hunch it was something to do with club activities. She was probably going to inform me about what we're doing tomorrow. This was Mion we're talking about. She might even go as far as to say, we're doing club activities right now, so hurry up and come over. By the way, it was 8 p.m. Hello? No way we're having a club battle right now. Huh? Oh wait, that's Shion. Huh? That's not it. I mean, it was Mion, but it was a very un-Mion-like way of talking. Huh? Could it be? Sorry, could it be you're not Mion but Shion? That's right. That's right. Good evening. I'm sorry for calling so late. For Mion, this would have been an ill-fittingly polite way of talking, but since it was Shion, it was natural. Even though they were both the same person, I do not think they are the same person. With a dry smile, I enjoyed that mysterious feeling. No, it's fine. What's up? Kei-chan, do you like sweets? Like cakes or desserts? There is no way I hated them. I'm an abashed glutton. That's great. Actually, there's a new dessert contest this summer. Looks like they have a new dessert menu every season. So they were hiring taste testers for potential desserts. You just wanted to see him, Shion. The desserts at Angel Mort have a good reputation. It's pretty difficult to get accepted as a taste tester. I don't think so, actually. Wait, no. Did they? I forget. They said that the food at Angel Mort is horrible. But I don't know about desserts. They might say that desserts are good. Oh, now I want desserts. Oh, guys, you won't believe what I have with me right now. I have chips. I have hot Cheetos. So I actually brought them over to prepare for stream. But I got sidetracked with a couple things, and now it's on the corner of my desk. But I can't wait to eat that. That will be my snack for today's stream. What about you guys? I'm doing good, thank you. Just took a bath. Oh, how nice. I'm probably gonna take one after this too. Quiz shows are the only type of show I can stand nowadays, and I think I might manage. Oh, that means you must be good with trivia. I'd probably panic and my brain would freeze. Me too, me too. They would ask me like a obvious question, and then I would be like, They'll be like, "What's your name?" And I'll be like, I forgot. Welcome in, Titan. I hyper-focus on random nerd things, I guess, but not broad enough to be good at trivia. Well, if they start talking about like nerdy stuff, then I'm sure we'd do a good job. Cause I feel like if it has to do with anime, I feel pretty good about it. I love your Keiichi Shonen protagonist voice. Oh, really? You say tada. Oh wait, tada, but I can't see over the phone. Still, could it be? That's right. I have a taste testing ticket right here. If you don't mind sweets, how about it? How about it? I'm down. When you say how about it, you basically mean, with that ticket I can eat all the new desserts I want. They say to beware of honey pots, but this is sweeter than any pot of honey. All you can eat free dessert? No way! If you're okay with that, I'll register you as a taste tester. When you come to the restaurant tomorrow, just give the person in charge your name. Then everything will work out. When you say everything will work out, you mean all you can eat? For free? Yeah, it's free. There's quite a bit, so I recommend you come hungry. This was such a delectable opportunity, it was almost scary. This was really Shion, right? It wasn't me imposing a Shion in order to bait me into the trap, was it? What am I saying? They're the same person. Yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking, Kei-chan. You're thinking, this is too good to be true, right? I mean, I would never. Snort. I heard from my sister, but you're really somebody who can't tell a lie. I'm not averse to somebody like that. Shion laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how Mion would laugh. It's not like I was intending on it, but it just so happens that my shift ends early tomorrow. If it's not a bother, I thought maybe we could spend a little time together after we're done. Your shift ends early tomorrow? Yeah, so while you take your time eating dessert, I'll finish up. Well, I didn't have any plans anyway. I don't mind hanging out with you for a bit. It's not like we have to go anywhere. I was thinking we could cool off in the evening while we take a walk. There was no reason for me to refuse. Out of courtesy, I might as well take her up on her offer. Out of courtesy? More like because you want to. Look at these two lovebirds. By the way, Kei-chan, you and I have been meeting up every day, haven't we? Now that you mention it, I guess we have. Since you said okay, we have an excuse to meet again tomorrow. What was Mion saying? Kei-chan, your voice just cracked. What's the matter? Snicker. It wasn't a video phone, but she could tell I was beet red. Well then, you should definitely come tomorrow. I'll take my leave here. Good night. Good night. Shion finished with what she had called to say, ended the conversation without any chit-chat. When I returned to the living room after hanging up the phone, the TV was already off and my mom was sleeping in the rocking chair. Oh my gosh, Mom! Go to your room! Wait! Not feeling like turning the TV back on, I went back upstairs and returned to my room. Wait! Wake your mom up and tell her to go to bed. I've only been receiving favors from Shion, haven't I? She brought me a bento, saved me when I got involved with those thugs. She was supposed to be a different person, so I could thank Mion at school. Come to think of it, she'd probably just say to pass it on to her sister. I have to thank Shion directly. Tomorrow, I'll have to repay her somehow. Cool. I'm really excited for the Watanagashi festival. Just don't ask me about the celeb stuff. Oh yeah, I have no clue what's going on with the... What's going on in the celebrity world. Alright, let's save. We are now done with chapter 4. We're going on to chapter 5. Isn't Watanagashi supposed to be like the longest arc? You have to eat them with chopsticks so you don't Cheeto. Yeah. I will not. Yeah, I won't make a mess. Today's Friday, time to listen to my favorite narrator read the story. Oh, I appreciate it, Nikki. I'm glad that you're here as well. Sit back and enjoy. Welcome in, Richard. Welcome. Alright. I knew we wouldn't be doing any club activities after school today before Mion even said anything. I'd been invited over by Shion for an all-you-can-eat dessert. I made a point of leaving half my lunch uneaten. My expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger. It's true, they do say that the best spice is hunger. Oh, thank you so much, Rel. Thank you for the gifted. As always, I appreciate the support. And welcome to the manor. What cute. Scuff aside, good evening, Lulu. Good evening, Richard. Always good to see you. Welcome. Phone is malfunctioning. God help me. Oh my god, the Oyashiro-sama's curse. It's after you too. Alright, so Keiichi didn't finish his lunch because he was looking forward to the all-you-can-eat. Keiichi-kun, you seem kind of happy today. Did something good happen? Did it? I guess it was obvious. Rena had questioned me with a happy look. That's right. Why don't I invite Rena for dessert as well? No, if I recall correctly, Shion said something about having a ticket. At worst, the restaurant might be admission by ticket only today. If that was the case, then having Rena be turned away at the door would result in the worst feeling ever. Couldn't you pay for the ticket? Yeah, I got a little lucky. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Rena, you'll definitely be jealous. Whoa. What is it? I'm jealous. This lucky thing, is it cute? Is it? Cute? I wonder what Rena would think of the uniforms at Angel Mart. I mean, they are definitely cute, the uniforms. Holy crap, when you put it that way, I guess I have to salt my phone down. Salt it down, spray with holy water, everything. They'd definitely be a critical hit. Probably. It's probably pretty cute. Wow, I'm jelly. What is it? What kind of fortune were you blessed with? Huh? Could it be? You participated in the draw at Angel Mart about 2 months ago. And won? Hey now, I haven't even transferred here 2 months ago. Oh, that's right. Then it's not the Angel's Dessert Festa then. Mi-chan, what is the Angel's Dessert Festa exactly? You know, there's that family restaurant called Angel Mart right by Okinomiya Station. Every season, they hold an event to promote their new dessert menu. That's today. Oh, it's no use going. The restaurant is reserved for people who won the draw. Yon explained once again what Shion explained to me last night. Rena will have to stop by the restaurant sometime. I'll do my best to draw a winning ticket and aim to enter the next all-you-can-eat event. Knock yourself out. By the way, this is something I just heard, but there's a rumor that the tickets are being sold on the black market for a pretty penny. Hearing that story, I felt even more appreciative of the ticket that Shion had procured for me. I thought I was lucky to be able to eat dessert for free, but it turned out that the ticket was much more valuable. The number of things I had to thank Shion for had increased again.
Thanks. I didn't know it was worth so much.
I whispered in a voice only Mion could hear. That was how I conveyed my feelings. Mion looked at me for a moment before she tilted her head to the side and smiled confusedly.
What? Did you say something?
It would be a problem if you said something to me right now. That smile seemed to be telling as much. I guess Mion wouldn't be accepting any gratitude while she was Mion. I'll go to the restaurant. Today, I'll thank Mion while she's Shion.
Well then, this old man will take his leave here. The work today is gonna be a little rough. Later!
Mion waved her hand energetically as she left. Hey Keiichi-kun, Mii-chan has been kind of weird lately. Like, she's elated or something.
What? You think so?
Rena was pretty sharp when it came to these types of things. To me, Mion seemed the same as always, but Rena apparently felt something different. You don't know, Keiichi-kun? I totally thought you knew. Rena's skirt fluttered as she spun around with a coy smile.
Know what exactly?
I was obviously weaseling my way out of the question, but I wasn't lying. Honestly, I didn't really know what was going on. Why did Shion, a persona of Mion that she'd created, appear before me? Something was blatantly up, so Rena paid it no heed. Oh really? I wonder what it is then. When Mii-chan is in a good mood, so is Rena. Aw, that makes me so happy. Aw, what a cute way to portray how close they are. How? Saying that, she spread her arms wide and spun around happily. I didn't know why, but Rena was in a really good mood. It was so infectious that I had to smile too. Even the chirping of the cicada seemed joyful. But you see, Rena abruptly stopped spinning. Her expression had returned to a more somber one. You see, Mii-chan, lately, she's been in a lot of pain.
What do you mean? Pain?
The pain that Rena was talking about probably wasn't physical. Oh crap. Guys, am I, like, popping the mic? Like, am I too close? The pain that Rena was talking about probably wasn't physical. At first, she tried to pretend it wasn't a big deal. But like a wound, it began to fester and grow. Eventually, she was no longer able to bear the pain and woke up in the middle of the night. And then she phoned Rena. Mii-chan was crying.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Huh? What is Rena talking about? What?
Hey, don't play dumb like that. Just now you said...
I don't know. Rena doesn't know anything. How? That's suspicious. Rena spun as she laughed innocently. Eventually, she appeared to get sick, stumbling as she steadied herself with her hand against the wall. How? The room is spinning.
That was dumb. That was what you get for getting carried away and spinning like that.
Sorry. I think I feel sick. I'll lend the Dit's a shoulder to lean on. To be stumbling around like a newborn foal at this age is actually quite a feat. Rena, in a good mood, only babbled incoherently after that. She said too much, huh? Let's raise the magnifying glass, everyone. You said too much, huh? I laughed as I responded to and chided her. However, the chance to revisit that heavy topic Rena had brought up before never arrived. Did they ever say why Mion calls herself an old man? I think she just feels like a old man. You sound fine? Okay, let me know if I'm like, you know, whenever I go like pop pop pop, it booms on the mic. I have a pretty sensitive headphones as well, so when I'm listening back to my VOD, I can hear it very clearly. So if you guys hear it, let me know and I'll fix it. As soon as I got home, I tossed aside my school bag and changed in a hurry. The effects of only having a light lunch were starting to show, as my stomach began to let out fickle growls. Alright, let's go! To Angel Mort! It's time to face the land of endless desert. Preparations for battle are complete. Tally ho! Yahoo! Let's go! Hey, welcome in Archer! Thank you so much for coming by. Angel Mort had decidedly a different feel to it compared to yesterday. Dessert Festa today. Admittance by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store was being swarmed by over a dozen young men. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Why would they gather here if they knew they couldn't get in? I found out the answer when I passed through the crowd and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant. Are you a participant? Do you have a ticket?
Yeah. Well, I was lucky.
As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. Oh, it was like being in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. What's going on? The reason was this. It wasn't just one ticket per person. One ticket could let up 4 people inside. What? Wait, let's go invite Rena again then.
So it's like that, huh? Seems like I should have invited Rena and the others. Thanks for the tip. But I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms all reached out at once, like the souls of the damned seeking... I don't know how to pronounce that.
That ticket can admit up to 4 people! Please bring us with you!
What selfish people. This was the only reason they crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of wretched arms reached out to me like the teeth on a giant rake, and grasped at the air. But you know, that means that Chio didn't tell Keiichi that you can invite other people. She wanted him to come alone. I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance.
What a heartless dick! Grab him!
This isn't something to joke about. I flew up the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the restaurant. It was like I had entered a different world. The miserable throng of the damned hurled curses. Oh, the miserable throng of the damned hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. Oh, succor? Okay, got it. But inside of this completely soundproof and air-conditioned restaurant, with the angelic smile of the waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. I knew that I shouldn't laugh, and I began to let out a sinister cackle. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Due to today's dessert festa, the restaurant is reserved for customers who won the draw. Could I ask for your name and ticket?
I don't have a ticket, but I should be on the guest list. Maebara.
Maebara. There it is. I'm sorry, but may I please have your full name?
Keiichi Maebara.
My apologies for the inconvenience. You're here by special invitation, right? I'll show you to your seat. Please, this way. The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. The booths were packed to the brim. Men in their prime were stuffing their faces with dainty desserts that didn't suit them at all. It was a rather unnerving spectacle. What? Unnerving? Guys can enjoy sweets too. Soon after I was shown to my seat, Shion arrived. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort.
Hey Shion, thanks so much for today. I really appreciate it.
You were a bit late, so I was getting worried. I'm really happy you came though. It may have been because other customers were around that her tone was less casual, but she still capped off that welcome with her usual brilliant smile. As you can see, there's a lot of customers here today. I'm not sure I'll be able to take a break. Please take your time and relax until I'm finished. When I'm done, let's go play somewhere, okay? Whispering just that last part into my ear, Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Maybe it was because the mood in the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter. Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. While I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant, orders from the new summer menu were carried out one after another. Every single one was extravagantly huge. I get it. You can eat all of these amazing things for free. No wonder your ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious. From dishes with a general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience, there were absolutely no gaps in their repertoire.
No matter how you look at it, I don't think one person can eat this much. Well, let's just leave it at that for now.
Didn't feel relaxing in here at all. Probably because the fervor inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. All the other booth seats were crammed with groups of 4. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and it wouldn't have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. It was more than a little unsettling. It piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversation, and what things I heard!
Angel Mort Somoe! Me? I bought my ticket for 70,000 on redacted auctions. I told work that I was attending a relative's funeral. The uniforms here are the greatest. I wonder if the waitress can wipe it for me if I spilled some water on my pants right meow. Oi! Oi! I heard that they're planning on selling Angel Mort figures. We'll have to pay heed at the next event. Speaking of which, that major figure maker decided to bring out the line. We must confirm the release date. The problem is, there's too many variations to bulk buy them. If it were just a normal set of family restaurant uniforms, it'd only be around 10 types. But including the secret set with different poses that are planned, there's 100 or so. Somebody trade with me when I get a double. It's my duty as a fan to complete the collection right away. No, this is destiny between us. The words spilling out of their mouths were pretty much all incomprehensible jargon. But they still keenly conveyed that hidden behind them was an invisible aura of abnormality. Well, sorry to keep you waiting. The next dessert is Tropical Cinnamon Love Affair. Is something the matter? No, it's kind of different inside the restaurant today.
Our restaurant is pretty famous in their circles. Well, we were aiming for that, so it's all well and good. But during festas, there's something of the more hardcore crowd, so it can be a handful. The waitress informed me quietly with a wry smile. The customers seemed rather riled up, almost like a pack of hyenas. Seems like a lot of the customers today came from unreasonably far away. Those types of people are fairly prone to losing their self-control, so it's a little scary. If you don't keep your guard up, something bad can happen. What did she mean by keep your guard up? At that moment, a large crash resounded through the room. I turned around, startled, to see that the waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion? I'm so sorry. Your food is... Oh, what have you done? The jeans that I bought at a certain specialty store was a whole 1,800 yen.
are all sticky with frosting. What the hell is that? For somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awfully happy. How tragic! It seems that little Miss Meaches here will have to wipey it up from the bottom of her heart. Conversation suddenly veered off in the odd direction. Hey, what did he say? Wipey. Did he want Shion to wipe him down? Right over that obviously aberrant tent he had pitched over his crotch? But that is... Wipey. Oh, excuse me. The wipey chant quickly spread throughout the room. Totally cornered, Chion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but was only met with a head shaking out of pity. Ha! Bring out the manager! This is harassment! Sonozaki-san has tripped. Sonozaki-san was tripped. Customers who do that to purposely get their clothes dirty have been on the rise lately. Ah, so you're saying she was tripped? Then what happened just now? Wasn't an accident. It was on purpose! If it was on purpose, that's a crime. We should kick them out. Revoke their ticket. The regular girls are careful about it, so they definitely wouldn't end up like that. But Sonozaki-san is only a seasonal hire, so she had her guard down. The customers today could easily pick up on that, so she's been targeted since this morning. What's the manager doing? You should just kick those thugs out. We're in the service industry, so there's not much we can do about it. Haha! Oi, this is wrong! Dude, if I was working here right now, I would say something about those guys. Oi! She laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. No, don't resign! We gotta beat those guys up! Ha! Shion trembled I'm trembling uncontrollably too. Shion trembled uncontrollably with the dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. Keiichi, you have to step in. The man who has been doused in frosting splayed out on the bench, putting the cream-covered tent over his crotch on full display. Still mentally unprepared, her trembling hand inched forward, goaded on by onlookers. Come! It is time for the wipey! From my male point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile rarely at. But from a woman's point of view, this was obviously pure humiliation. Oh, we're in slow-mo now. When I was trapped by those thugs and had been paralyzed with fear, Shion fearlessly stood up to them and saved me. Still, as humiliating as it was, Shion was also partly to be blamed for this. And it wasn't as though her life was at stake, right? Ha! Wait, what? I was reading this and it didn't register to me. What? Even these guys, they were just going to jeer at her in a bit of a loot situation. It's not like they were going to eat Shion alive or anything. It'd be alright if I just consoled her afterwards. Even I was scared, but Kei-chan was in trouble, so I had to be brave and do my best. And I, the man, was being assailed by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear. Shion saved me without a second thought. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates were trying to pin the blame on Shion. This time our roles were reversed. Hey, Keiichi Maebara, if you don't save her now, when will you be able to repay the debt you owe her? You scared, Keiichi Maebara? At that time, Shion, no, Mion, didn't even show a hint of hesitation. Then what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? If you're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her? Now resign yourself to your fate. Wow.
Shut up, you greasy fat ass! Get out of here before I get angry!
I grasped Shion's shoulder firmly and pulled her behind me.
Kei-chan!
Yonder waitress was the one who wet mine pants. The one who needs punishing is you! Enough with the empty words. If you're a man, talk with your fist.
Oh! Yeah! My body was lifted into the air like nothing. I was thrown right back into my own seat. This guy is strong! No matter how you look at it, Athletic and this Lardo aren't even in the same area code. Many otaku are unexpectedly well versed in some obscure martial art.
Don't be underestimating us.
Wow. The man smirked, showing off his gum line.
Kei-chan, are you okay?
Damn it, how lame must I look right now?
You were tripped, weren't you, Shion?
Oops.
They're the ones in the wrong here, so don't let them take advantage of you.
That may be, but it was still my fault.
Whoa! One more time! Let's do it!
Yeah! Hello, welcome in, Sheriff.
Don't you go thinking that this is enough to make me give up one more time!
Is this finally something where the manager will step in?
Oh, you're all talk. I'm not done yet!
Rise, my will to fight. Not just running, I planted every one of my steps firmly as I closed the distance to the... What is this? Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up from the point of impact. Everything slowed down like I was walking underwater. As I stepped forward in that vicious flow of time, I calmly measured the gap between us. With our difference in height, reach was my ultimate advantage. There was an ever so tiny distance between us where only my punch would be able to reach. I unleashed my iron fist of righteous anger, but it flew towards his face slowly like I was punching underwater. Reacting to that, with a smirk on his face, the fatso easily slipped inside of my punch. I hadn't realized it until now, but in this mire time, I was able to observe his baffling counterattack with almost painful clarity. His arm slowly swung around in a large windmill motion, wrapped around my whipped punch, and descended in an arc. That arm swung around like the arms of a clock, and came into contact with my head, twisting my upper body around. Dragging my head along, he followed through with another rotation. This time he rotated his entire body like a top, followed by another rotation. Combining defense and offense, it was a brilliant counter. That's right, 3 times. I was thrown after 3 rotations, I think. In this viscous region of time, I was unable to struggle, and I could only wait dumbstruck until the moment I was thrown. The moment I was, that sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. Did that otaku can use power? Like time powers? Crash!
You lack training, young man.
I was loath to admit it, but against somebody trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through the force of will alone. Are we cooked? We're cooked, huh? After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat. Thankfully, you weren't injured. The more experienced waitress from before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over.
Are you okay?
Doing all that for my sake, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I wasn't much help. I've never won a fight before. No, you were just trying to help. No, you were just trying to help. Made me happy. I'm not joking. It's just that I was thinking it was lucky Kei-chan came here today. As she said that, she stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped off the whipped cream with the washcloth she was holding in her hands. Sonozaki-san, you can take your break now. You still have 1 or 2 hours left, don't you? No, it's fine. Even though it's just part-time, it's still a paying job. I want to work properly while I'm on the clock. So really, you don't have to worry about me. She couldn't even put up a brave front. I would never even think for a second that Mion could be that weak. This was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff. That was reality. Kei-chan, don't mind me. Please eat as much dessert as you can. When you're done, we'll have you fill out a survey. Wow, I still can't believe it. They're making Shion work. I've got to get back to the floor. After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitress started to head back to work. Wait a minute, we should be the one to console her. That's where I stopped her.
Excuse me, could I borrow your phone?
The phone? It's by the register. I'll show you where. He's like a human Beyblade. Yeah. My brain could not comprehend what he was doing to Kei-chan, but I knew that it was not normal. We should have just thrown pocket sand? Wait, now that I think about it, you're right. If our physical skills could not win the fight, we should have just brought out a chair. I pulled a 10 yen coin from my wallet. This wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact, but I could just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. Now was not the time for tears. I had to fight.
If I recall, 1 ticket is good for up to 4 people, right? Is that alright if I call 3 more people?
Yes, that's fine. For the time being, I'll write them down on the guest list, but I have their names. I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that humiliation. He's still there? I can't believe that both of us are still at Angel Mort right now, because I feel like that would have warranted us being kicked out.
There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk.
The first is that I owe Shion. The second is that I'm not a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. And the third is that we're the most powerful club members in history.
Please add Rena Ryugu, Satoko Hojo, and Rika Furude to the guest list.
Understood, I'll do that. I'll have the best and most powerful club members join the fray. They can bring down 1,000 foes. You fire-hashers! Prepare to meet your maker! He can be so, dramatic and intense. This is a nice restaurant! How? The uniforms are cute! Rena wants to wear them too! How? On top of that, we're being treated to dessert. I'm deeply moved.
Yeah, eat as much as you like. Don't worry about my share.
Keiichi-san, enough with the charades. Let's get to the point. Rena and Rika-chan put down their forks when Satoko broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table.
I beg of you. I don't care if you make fun of how pathetic I am. Please, lend me your strength.
The 3 of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behavior. What's the matter? Something happened, didn't it?
Actually, Mion's younger sister Shion is working part-time at this restaurant.
Ah, that little sister you were talking about, right? Could it be her? Could it? She resembles her. Resemble? That's just Mion with her hair down, isn't it?
I didn't know what to say.
If Keiichi says that's Shion, then that's Shion. They might be twins, but can they really look that much alike?
They're called monozygotic twins. They really can look identical. Rena gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced.
Well then. Do you believe me? I'll get to the point then.
I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also, how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it. I like that. Again, I think he also displayed this sort of accountability in the last chapter as well. So I like moments where Keiichi does this. I feel like it takes a lot of humility to do so. That's awful. Poor Shi-chan. However, for you to be unable to help her, there should be a limit to how unsightly you can be.
There's nothing I can say to that.
Satoko-chan, to admit that you lost and to seek help is a very difficult thing to do. Keiichi-kun chose to help Shi-chan rather than to save his pride. I also feel like standing up to someone is also very difficult too, right? So pathetic. Rena's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Satoko was calling me all sorts of names, but there was no malign intentions behind her words. Then what should we do? The voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence in kind with my own quiet resolve. Well, I thought it would be something like that. It is a bit much for Keiichi-san to handle alone.
Huh? Then you'll help?
Of course... Of course, Keiichi-kun. I'll help anybody who's being bullied. I remember when I was being cornered by those thugs. What Shion had said about the strong feelings of solidarity in Hinamizawa really began to hit home. However, Keiichi Maebara, now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight.
Sorry, I owe you one.
You tried your best but didn't stand a chance alone. How sad, how sad. Rika-chan gently pat my head for me. But there was no mindless pity in the palm of that hand. It was overflowing with a strong, dependable feeling of, leave the rest to me. Oh.
Mion can't join us due to various circumstances, so I'll temporarily be taking command. Our strategy will revolve around Shion's defense and the extermination of the enemy's combat capability.
Who's the enemy? Are there a lot of them?
From this point forward, anybody who messes with Shion shall be considered an enemy combatant. There's no rules of engagement. Compensation will be the dessert you just ate. Any questions?
Everybody had already entered club mode, their ears peering at the riff-raff clamoring around inside the restaurant, like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand.
What is it, Rika-chan?
Do we have to show mercy? Of course we don't have to. We have no need to show mercy to the rabble that would dare lay a finger on Mion's little sister. Then it's okay, Keiichi. Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. I'm counting on you, Rika-chan.
I, Keiichi Maebara, shall assume all responsibility.
Rout them! Alrighty. Rena's going to do her best too.
Sorry, please do.
Keiichi-san, you don't have to be so tense. Well, just wait and see. By the time you finish that parfait, we'll have finished cleaning up too. Well then, everyone, let's give it our all. Go for it! Yay! Yay! Thus, the most powerful warband the world had ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone besides me had terrifying combat capabilities. If all of them had combined their strengths to protect Shion,
I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring. Sonozaki-san, 5 deluxe parfaits for table 7. Sure thing! Shion carried the order to the tables. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort that she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention to her feet.
Comrades, here she comes yet again!
This time we'll have her spill everything on my pants and have her give an especially thorough wipey. It was the same wipey scheme that had occurred just a short time earlier. This time, another one of them was trying it for themselves. The very depravity of these men was itself a full-out attack.
Rena, this is Keiichi. Ambush them around tables 5 and 6. Rena, do you copy?
The restaurant uniforms! So cute! How? Omachigaeri! Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Rena. Cute. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Rena was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a fox guard a hen house. But when it comes to Rena, things are different.
Cute mode, 120% synchronization. We've won.
When Rena's in that state, even the laws of physics don't apply. Shion's leg, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by those sleaze bags.
Now, my comrades!
I don't know how to pronounce this. A leg snaked out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. Egads! 3 of them at once! Oh. Gah! Oh! Ah! It happened in an instant. 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent at unnatural angles. Ah! What is this madness? Rena teetered into view and gave them a warning. Oh, no mischief, okay? No means no. No! Rena's going to be the one to take her home.
This girl, what's with that strange technique?
The human scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out. That's our Rena-san. No matter how many times I see it, it's always frighteningly quick.
Yeah, it's an unbreakable barrier. Anyone within a 2-meter radius who attacks Shion is completely obliterated by Rena.
Wow. As Shion was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there collapsing with belts on their legs or hands. Oh, Keiichi-kun, this is Rena. There's nobody left that'll bother Shi-chan. So I'm going to take her home now. Rena, did you, obliterate everyone in the restaurant?
Rena, this is Keiichi. Good work. Please continue the mission. Also, permission to take home denied. I repeat, permission to take home denied.
Then I'll just look. How? I guess just looking is fine. That would prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this, I knew who had tried to mess with Shion. Anybody who was clutching at their arm or leg while they were writhing in agony was basically branded by their bruises.
Currently, we have finished identifying all enemy forces. Proceeding to the next phase. Satoko, this is Keiichi. What's your status?
This is Satoko. That's a rude way to ask. Keiichi-san, exactly who do you think I am? Satoko was in the kitchen. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with ordered chits, and their destination was now sorting through the freshly made desserts. Was she allowed back in there? Hey, what are you doing? Now, Sonozaki-san, it's alright, just leave it to her. More importantly, we're taking all these orders out at once, so I'm counting on you. Oh, so the waitress is in on it. The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after another. All the desserts that had passed through Satoko's hands were delivered at once.
Ow! Lots of cute desserts are coming. Ow!
I think you know this, but don't touch them. At least if you still value your life.
I know, but ow!
Certainly, they were all incredibly cute-looking desserts. They were all works of art that you could enjoy before even taking your first bite.
Oh, this is me. However, since Satoko had meddled with them, they were nothing more than an unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant of the fact that they were blissfully ignorant of that fact were the men now stuffing their faces.
This is...
Almost right away, they realized that something was wrong.
Satoko, what did you mix in there? It couldn't have been salt or Tabasco, right?
My, what are you saying, Keiichi-san? You said no mercy. I might not look like it, but when I get down to business, I like to be very thorough. As she said that, she twirled a dubious... I don't know how to pronounce this either. In her fingers before putting it away smartly into her pouch. Rika, this is Satoko. The customers are moving. Escort duty is all yours. Leave it to me. Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Several men stood up suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. That restless fidgeting, and that look of relief when they found the single placard hanging from the ceiling. Written on that placard was... restroom. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people that were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching at their stomachs.
Oh, I think I was a little too greedy. Where's the washroom?
You too. Not a number one, but a number two. I need to cash out, meow.
Where's the toilet? I found it. You're in for it now.
I felt dirty just thinking about what Satoko probably did to their desserts. The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the rush of men to the washroom. The narrow hallway connecting to the restroom was crammed with about 10 men.
What
is this? As I peered over to see what was happening.
Whoa.
It seemed that the toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound and a terrible stench. There was no way to use it in this state.
Damn, that's Satoko. What a frightening display of power. No, this wasn't Satoko's doing. It was divine punishment.
Oh wait, this is me. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I'll just apologetically ask the employees here to clean it up.
I can't do my business like this. Ah! What do we do, meow, comrades?
It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there were one more push to the kicker. Seeing as it was Satoko, she wouldn't have overlooked that.
Now that it's come to this, it's time for the last resort.
Faced with a moral dilemma, that man only had one other option. Women's restroom! Isn't using the girls' room going to get us in trouble? I'm pretty sure there's no female customers today. Why didn't I think of that before?
Bah! Bah! Women's toilets are the best!
What a brazen bunch they are. The men, sweats now pouring from their brows, made a mad rush to the girls' room without any hesitation. Oh, me? Nah! There was a girl there. It was Rika-chan. Excuse me. The men stood there, frozen in various complicated poses indicating their surprises. Rika-chan also seemed dumbfounded by the sudden turn of events. But the look on her face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan as well. You sly dog, Rika-chan. I should have never underestimated you.
This is, you see, mademoiselle.
Meep. The men's room...
Oh, the men's room is a bit dangerous at the moment, so we just want to borrow the toilet here, right? Meow? Meow?
Meep.
But I guess it's not right after all. Right, my comrades?
Just by having a girl stand there in the restroom, I never knew we could put up such an overwhelming barrier. There was no way anybody could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way and try to do their business. This was the most they could do after all. If it were a man in full club mode, for example, someone like me, it would plow through Rika-chan without a second thought.
Now what are you going to do, you fat asses?
The price for tormenting Shion still hasn't been paid. If you're in trouble, I can help you.
That would be much appreciated. How would you do that?
You can use one of the toilets outside. I'll show you to them.
That would be perfect. Purrees. At this rate, it'll end up becoming...
Ew. Rika-chan, with a pleasant smile on her face, guided them with a casual stride in her step. In this race against time, her slow pace was sadistic torture.
Mademoiselle, is this toilet far from here?
We'll get there soon. Obeying Rika-chan's directions, they were about to leave the restaurant. Keiichi-kun, finish it. Give him hell!
Yeah, leave it to me.
I spread my arms out and blocked them as they tried to leave the restaurant.
What is the meaning of this? We're at DEFCON 1 here. Listen up, you tubs of lard. You know what happens if you even You know what happens if you even set one foot outside this door, right? What is the meaning of this preposterous statement?
Look, it's written right here on the ticket. Not valid for re-entry, see? You're free to use any toilet you want, but the moment you step outside that door, you can't come back. Hang on, I also gotta open the door. You'll remember this. I don't want to guide anybody who says scary things like that. Everybody panicked as Rika-chan began to turn back. He could only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined up to see them off. Thank you very much for coming.
We shall return.
The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them. How pathetic. Too easy. We did it! Yay! Rena and Satoko clapped their hands together.
Whew, I couldn't hold a candle to those guys by myself, but when we get the group together, we sent them packing like a herd of cattle.
With opponents this week, any of us could take them on by ourselves. Keiji-san, you need to up your game. I was loath to admit it, but Satoko was right.
Damn it.
One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand alongside them. We're back, everyone. Hello. But excuse me. But I'm really glad we were able to protect Mi-chan's little sister. Now there's none of those bad people who are pulling pranks left. You're blessed to have such wonderful friends, Sonozaki-san. The veteran waitress was also smiling. After the herd was sent packing, it had calmed down completely inside the restaurant. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us and the now empty seats. You did that for me? I mean... Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen. Wow, Shi-chan is cute! They really are twins! How? Given Shion's personality, there's no way she'd thank us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her. I think you know this already, but Sonozaki-san is very grateful.
As a representative of the floor staff here, I also extend my gratitude. Oi! As a representative of the floor staff, you should have done more! Oi! I'm revoking your role. The applause quickly spread throughout the entire restaurant. Not only the other... Wait, hang on. Where is the manager? What happened? I also feel so bad. I hope the waitresses don't have to clean up the toilet. Not only the other waitresses, but also the customers that were genuinely there to enjoy the desserts. Everybody was lauding our efforts. Well, I'm glad this had a happy ending. When we had mostly finished eating and were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made her return.
Oh, good work. Did everything go alright? You took a while.
I'm sorry, I got lost on the way back. It was a lot of trouble. Rika-chan likes to stray down some pretty strange roads, so she gets lost pretty often.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh, she led them to the forest! How did she get lost just guiding people to a nearby toilet?
Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Rika has a lot of strong points that more than make up for that.
I can see that. That expression in the girls' room. I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Keiichi was being horrible. He was thinking, if I were in their shoes, I'd just run her over and rush into the washroom.
What? Did what I was thinking show up on my face again?
What even is the face expression that reads, if I were them, I would just run her over?
Keiichi-kun was a pervert.
No, I mean,
What even is that expression? I could laugh about it then. But a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 unidentified men were taken into custody in Hideyama. The real manager was the friends we made along the way. I'm crying.
Look him in Destiny. Look him.
The men claimed that they had traveled from Shishibone City by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken into custody was whatever kilometers away from Shishibone. When I read that article, I realized how terrifying Rika-chan really was.
Well, thanks for treating me. I'm happy you called me here today.
Oh, are you going home already? You can stay a little longer.
I was in the middle of organizing some drawers. If I leave it like that, I won't be able to put out the futon.
Ah, I guess that's true. Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time.
Yeah, when I phoned her, she was in the middle of cleaning her room, but she still came.
Well, it was an emergency, so it couldn't be helped.
Besides that, I got to eat a lot of sweets, so I'm very happy.
Thanks for today. Sorry for calling you out suddenly.
Tell Shion I said bye.
I'll be taking my leave then.
Rina-san, please take your time.
Yeah, I will. Later. Rika and Satoko in a good mood horsed around with each other as they left. Cool. And with that, I want to know what happens next, but my voice, I need to let it rest. So, thank you guys so much for coming by today. It was a lot of fun, and honestly, I really want to get to the serious part. I want to know what happens, lore-wise. So anyway, now that that's over, this is where I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys so much for coming by, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Otsu Lulu! Bye bye! I guess we're doing more Watanagashi tomorrow, so I guess I'm gonna try my best to progress the story. I'll see you. Bye bye, everyone.